Have you ever had a personal experience with the supernatural life? Many people believe that the supernatural life exists all around us, while some people believe it's just a figure of our imagination. Even though there's a lot of experiences reported, there's also a lot of religious beliefs that contradict those experiences. I personally know people who've had experienced something supernatural, and I'm sure you have as well. But by understanding the history and knowing some stories, it can help you to make your own decision. Today we will discuss the history of the supernatural. We will discuss some personal experiences that people have had. We will discuss some of the religious beliefs that people have that contradict those experiences, and how the popularity of the supernatural has increased in today's society. In the 1st century AD, according to your discovery, was the first report of the actual sighting of a ghost. There was a ghost that was supposedly haunt a house in Athens, and a little bit later, in the 5th century AD, was when the first experience with the supernatural actually haunting people. The ancient Greeks would have celebrations that would celebrate the death of their loved ones, and they would ask spirits to come in and to celebrate with them, and as soon as the celebration was over, they would ask the spirits to leave. But now that we know a little bit about the history, we can talk about some of the personal encounters that people have had. One of the encounters that people have had is in San Antonio, and it's known as the Ghost Children of San Antonio. And it was of a bus full of children that was crossing the railroad tracks, and got stuck on the railroad tracks on the crossing, and the train hit them. They all died. And now if you go and park your vehicle on the crossing and put your car in neutral, put powder on your back window, you'll see handprints of little children, and they're supposed to help you get across. Another experience around my area is in Alpine, Texas, at Sorrel State University, and according to Forgotten USA, Beverly haunts Fletcher Hall. She haunts students there, and Beverly died because she committed suicide because she was having an affair with one of her professors, and she couldn't take it, so she killed herself. And another experience is here at Van Horn High School. There's a ghost named Roberta that haunts the hallways. She was real popular, and she died there. This is just a picture of how people have reported to see ghosts, and it's just the outline. They don't actually see people. It's just an outline. But now that we know some personal encounters, we can discuss the disbeliefs that religion has with these encounters. Religious people believe that once you die, if you were good, you go to heaven, and if you were bad, you go to hell. Well, they don't believe that ghosts or anything supernatural stays here on earth. So that's kind of how it contradicts with what people believe. But this visual kind of shows that the more religious you are, the less you believe in ghosts. You can kind of see how the trend decreases. But despite these disbeliefs, the popularity of the paranormal has increased in our society today. In 2007, there was a movie. There are actually 3 movies now. The Paranormal Activity, of an actual experiences with the supernatural life that haunted people. There's also other movies such as The Fourth Kind that are about alien abduction and how the aliens have abducted people. But with all these movies that have come out and all these reports, it's actually increased the number of believers in the supernatural life. Well, today we've discussed the history. We discussed some personal experiences, such as the ghost of San Antonio. We've discussed the ghost at Sorrel State University. We've discussed my local ghost here at Van Horn High School, Roberta. All this shows personal experience that people have actually had. All this shows that that things may exist and things may not. It just depends on your opinion. But so I leave you with this. Do you believe?